The dark abyss of the Atlantic Ocean has long been a source of fear and mystery. There exists a place where ships and planes disappear without a trace, and instruments begin to function contrary to the laws of physics. This is the Bermuda Triangle, the area between Florida, the Bermuda Islands, and Puerto Rico. What lies hidden in its depths? An ancient civilization, a space-time anomaly, or something far more terrifying? For centuries, sailors and pilots have reported strange phenomena: compasses spinning endlessly, radio signals cutting out, and vessels simply vanishing. One of the earliest documented cases was the disappearance of the ship Rosalie in 1840. It was found empty, with no sign of its crew, yet with all supplies intact and sails undamaged. The most famous case occurred on December 5, 1945. 5 bombers of Flight 19 took off from a Florida airbase and disappeared. Before vanishing, the pilots reported eerie lights in the sky and disoriented instruments. A rescue plane sent to search for them also vanished without a trace. Dr. James Carter, an oceanologist specializing in anomalous zones, assembled a team of scientists and daring explorers to uncover the mystery. Their goal: to dive into the depths of the triangle using the most advanced technology. During the expedition, they discovered strange megalithic structures on the ocean floor, resembling the ruins of a city that might have belonged to an advanced civilization. Among the debris, they found something even more mysterious: giant crystals emitting a faint glow. Analysis showed that these crystals contained energy that defied explanation. As soon as the team attempted to lift one of the crystals, a powerful energy surge occurred. It seemed as if space itself was shifting. The expedition members saw ghostly figures of ships and planes that had vanished centuries ago, as though trapped in time, sealed in an invisible prison. Dr. Carter theorized that the Bermuda Triangle was a place where time layers overlapped. The crystals acted as portals between different eras, and anyone venturing too close risked being lost between worlds forever. The team realized that their presence had awakened something ancient. The ruins of the underwater city began to stir, and from the depths arose a shadowy entity composed of pure energy. It spoke in an unknown language, yet each team member understood its words in their native tongue. It was the guardian of an ancient world that existed long before humanity. The guardian presented them with a choice: leave the Bermuda Triangle and never reveal its secrets, or stay and learn the truth, but become a part of this place forever. With a small part of the team, Dr. Carter returned to the surface, leaving behind those who chose knowledge. He published a report, but few believed him. Disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle continued, and in the ocean's depths, the ancient city lived on, keeping its secrets hidden from mankind. But what of those who stayed? Those who remained were transformed. The energy of the crystals flowed through their veins, altering their perception of time. They became something more than human, existing between dimensions, able to witness history unfolding before them, but never interfering. Some learned to communicate with the Guardian, uncovering secrets of a civilization older than Atlantis. Others explored the endless corridors of the submerged city, discovering relics and lost knowledge that could have changed the course of human history. One of them, Dr. Amelia Vaughn, recorded her experiences in a device that emitted signals beyond time itself. Her voice echoed through the centuries, intercepted by sailors and pilots as eerie whispers on the radio. Her final message was cryptic but filled with urgency. Time is not what you think it is. We are not alone. The past, the present, and the future collide in ways we do not understand. If you enter, you may never leave, but if you listen, you may find the truth. Her message faded into static, lost in the abyss. Dr. Carter, now an old man, spent his final days watching the waves, waiting for another sign. He knew the Bermuda Triangle was not a place of destruction, but of passage, a gateway to something greater. And as he took his last breath, a flicker of blue light danced on the horizon, as if acknowledging his journey. Years passed. The world moved on, yet the Bermuda Triangle remained an enigma. Governments classified Carter's discoveries, deeming them too dangerous for public knowledge. However, there were whispers, stories passed down by sailors and deep-sea explorers who had glimpsed strange lights beneath the waves or heard ghostly voices crackling over radio frequencies. One such explorer was Daniel Reeves, a marine archaeologist obsessed with finding answers. He had studied Carter's notes, tracking every detail of the lost city and the energy it emitted. Unlike others before him, Daniel was not deterred by the risks. He assembled a team of scientists and divers, determined to return to where Carter's expedition had ended. As their submarine descended into the abyss, the water grew unnaturally clear. Shadows of structures loomed beneath them, ancient and untouched by time. And then, as before, the instruments failed. A blue glow surrounded their vessel, pulling them deeper. They were no longer in control. When they finally regained stability, they found themselves inside a vast underwater chamber. Gigantic stone pillars stretched toward a ceiling of shimmering energy. Floating between them were figures, neither alive nor dead, suspended in a temporal limbo. Daniel recognized some of them from history books: explorers, aviators, and even Carter's missing team members. They were trapped, their eyes reflecting infinite knowledge and boundless sorrow. Then, a voice resonated in their minds. It was neither male nor female, neither welcoming nor hostile. "You are seekers of truth, but are you prepared to pay the price?" Daniel hesitated. His team looked at him, waiting for his decision. They had come too far to turn back. With a deep breath, he answered, "Yes." The energy around them pulsed. The portal began to open once more. The final revelation. Daniel and his team stepped forward, crossing the threshold. What they saw defied comprehension. A vast expanse of shifting light, a cosmic sea where time had no meaning. Past, present, and future coexisted in an endless dance. They saw Earth in its infancy, civilizations that had risen and fallen long before recorded history, and visions of futures yet to come. And among them stood those who had chosen to stay: Amelia Vaughn, Carter's lost colleagues, and many more. They were no longer bound by human limitations. Their eyes glowed with the energy of the crystals, their forms flickering between realities. "You have entered the flow," Amelia said. "You can never return as you were." Daniel understood. The Bermuda Triangle was never about disappearances. It was a gateway, a passage to something beyond human understanding. Those who vanished had not been lost, they had ascended. And so, as the ocean swirled above them and the cycle repeated once more, Daniel and his team made their choice. They embraced the unknown. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle would live on, but its greatest secret would remain forever hidden until the next seekers arrived. Daniel and his team stepped forward, crossing the threshold. What they saw defied comprehension. A vast expanse of shifting light, a cosmic sea where time had no meaning. Past, present, and future coexisted in an endless dance. They saw Earth in its infancy, civilizations that had risen and fallen long before recorded history, and visions of futures yet to come. And among them stood those who had chosen to stay: Amelia Vaughn, Carter's lost colleagues, and many more. They were no longer bound by human limitations. Their eyes glowed with the energy of the crystals, their forms flickering between realities. "You have entered the flow," Amelia said. "You can never return as you were." Daniel understood. The Bermuda Triangle was never about disappearances. It was a gateway, a passage to something beyond human understanding. Those who vanished had not been lost. They had ascended. And so, as the ocean swirled above them and the cycle repeated once more, Daniel and his team made their choice. They embraced the unknown. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle would live on, but its greatest secret would remain forever hidden until the next seekers arrived.